This wrestling promotion sold 1 million tickets to one building just this year. Of course, I'm talking about El Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre, or CMLL. Yes, they have officially sold 1 million tickets to just Arena Mexico. If you count Arena Puebla, Arena Coliseo, and Arena Coliseo de Guadalajara, they long passed that million ticket mark. But just for Arena Mexico, they sold 1 million tickets in less than a year. Less than a year, because we're only in the first week of December. And to me, that is super duper 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 impressive. I mean, I don't think there's no other promotion that can say, literally, CMLL are the only ones that can say, we sold 1 million tickets to one building this year. That is insane. Other promotions have probably sold 1 million tickets across various cities, maybe even across various countries. CMLL did it in one city, in one building, right? Arena Mexico. I think that is super impressive. I think it shows a very, very, very hot streak for them. Multiple sold out shows this year. And to celebrate it, and to celebrate the fans that helped them achieve it, because, of course, without the fans, they could not do this, they gifted a fan a commemorative 1 millionth fan championship belt, which they received in the middle of the ring last night alongside Místico and Salvador Luterov III. I don't know about y'all, but I would love to have that belt. That must have been a really, really cool experience to have won that and been, belted up by the top star of CMLL, Místico. But how did they do it? In this video, we're not going to break it down exactly, but I think there are a few clues that can get us there. So let's talk about it. I think one thing that CMLL has done very well is positioning themselves as culture. It's beyond just a wrestling show, right? This is Lucha Libre, and this is the traditional Lucha Libre of Mexico, right? One of the things that the country is very well known for, right? The people love the luchadores. El Santo, Blue Demon. The history goes back quite literally for CMLL, 92 years. There was Lucha Libre before that, of course. That is not what is being disputed here, but CMLL, they have leveraged that very, very well into being part of the culture of Lucha Libre as a whole, the culture of pro wrestling in Mexico. And another way that they leverage this with this cultural aspect is with tourism, right? They made it a cultural destination. You go to La Ciudad de Mexico, you have to go to Arena Mexico, right? You have to go watch Las Luchas. And I think that has been a very smart positioning of the promotion. Of course, leveraging that history, leveraging how important your promotion has been to the growth of Lucha Libre in Mexico. In my opinion, using tourists as kind of a consistent audience to be able to continually sell tickets every Friday, every Tuesday, every Sunday is extremely smart, and something that I think a lot of other promotions would do if they could, right? If you think that other promotions wouldn't use tourists or these quote-unquote casual fans that everyone raves about to grow their promotion and continue to keep it steady, I don't know what to tell you, because I think any other promotion who could get this many people in the building week after week would absolutely love to keep doing it. And just, for comparison's sake, the number 3 promotion in the United States, their highest attendance is around, 6,000? That is like a Tuesday show for CMLL, right? On Fridays, we're drawing between 10 and 15. And I think that, again, a testament to just how successful this formula that they're putting together, that they have put together, is in drawing fans, tourists, casuals, anyone they can to Arena Mexico. The booking as well. This is more of the wrestling fan side of it, but it absolutely matters. Their top star, Místico, is around a lot, and a lot of sellouts have come from Místico in the main event. There are people who have been tracking the sellouts for CMLL in 2025. Most notably, the user Connor P. Murphy on Twitter at Connor P. Murphy, giving full credit for this. Incredible tracking on this. 38 sellouts in 2025 for CMLL. 28 of those sellouts had Místico in the main event or the semi-main event. Of course, all of these sellouts are counting across all the arenas, not just Arena Mexico, but the point I'm trying to make is that Místico and their booking of him as the top star, as the top draw, has definitely helped a lot. And you can see that just watching him in his entrance, watching him in smaller arenas around Mexico, smaller shows. When he comes out, people have their phones out, they have the flash on, they're singing along, they want to see him. He gets huge cheers, huge chants, and if people want to make the argument, well, anybody could do that, that's just not true, because if anybody could, they would. Again, this to me, the booking, keeping Místico, again, this very strong figure, but he's not the only one, right? He's not the only luchador. He is, the most popular one, but they have done a really good job of booking everyone else in the promotion as well. A lot of young stars have been given pushes this year. A lot of young stars have been put in these big positions, and they have come through. And it is working very, very well. And I do want to expand a little bit further on the young stars portion of what I just said, because I do think that this is actually a subject that could get an entire video by itself on how the youth in CMLL have been utilized so well these past couple of years. With El Torneo de Escuelas especially, right? They're using this to bring prospects into these first, second match positions and then grow them, develop them, and eventually get them into these higher level slots. People like your Neon, your Máscara Dorada, your Sandokan Jr., Shelhua, all of these are coming from, I guess, this youth movement, this youth movement in CMLL, which again, you don't see that much in modern, other bigger promotions, right? That's actually a criticism I see very often about other larger promotions, how some of the young stars are not being backed early enough or being kind of given any sort of support, it feels like. But again, with like Neon, with Sandokan Jr., you can see that in practice, right? Main events given to these guys, or not given, but given the opportunity to be in these main events and shine and show what they have and show that they can be not just the future, but the present of CMLL as well. And I think that is an exceptional move. Since I want to say maybe 2023, this has kind of been being built up, and we're seeing those fruits of all this labor start really coming in this year. And honestly, I'm very excited for next year, because who knows who will come up next year. CMLL's partnerships have been leveraged, I think, very, very well this year. In past years, I had been a bit more critical with some of these partnerships. Does it hit every time? No, absolutely not. I can't say they have a 100% hit rate, but nobody does. But they do have enough of a hit rate with these partnerships that they're getting 1 million people in Arena Mexico in under a year. With AEW, with MLW, with now Stardom, New Japan, CMLL's partnerships, RevPro, have been, I think, very successful, and especially a lot more successful in their internationalization efforts, getting their luchadores on cards around the world. Like I said, is it always good? No. Is it perfect? No. But for the most part, they have made for some very memorable matches, especially this year. I still think that MJF and Místico put on the best match of the year. And we're 3 weeks away from the year ending. I don't see anyone else coming close to it. I think that was excellent use of the partnership, and another good example of why CMLL is doing so good this year. A combination of all these things have earned CMLL a lot of goodwill with me. Of course, everything's not perfect. There's not going to be a wrestling promotion that is 100% absolutely perfect. Everything they do is great. There are things to criticize, but there's things to criticize with everyone. I do think, though, that this goodwill comes from, at least for me, consistently putting on great shows week after week. Is every single Friday show the best show? No. Are maybe 90% of them? I would say yes. I think I could count on maybe one, maybe two hands the amount of times this year on a Friday that I came away saying, it was all right. Most of the time I'm saying, oh, that was good. That was really good. I really like that, right? And I think these consistent high-level performances have earned a lot of goodwill with me especially. As for other people, that's your opinion to have. You can say whatever you want. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you're like, what? How could this have reached 1 million tickets? Well, even if you don't like it, they did. And I guess that's the facts, right? I say all of this to say that while it hasn't been perfect, 2025 has been a very, very good year for CMLL. And I can definitely understand how they sold 1 million tickets just to Arena Mexico this year. Anyways, let me know what you think. For those of you who've been watching CMLL, what do you think about them this year? Do you think this streak continues into 2026? What other factors do you say that contribute to this, incredible success in 2025? Let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you later.